Also breaking overnight in Paris, police fired tear gas and arrested more than 200 people this morning as so-called anti-government yellow vest protesters took to the streets for a fourth consecutive weekend. The city is on high alert following the violence that broke out last weekend, forcing the closing of the Eiffel Tower, shops, and museums. Copycat protests are reported in Belgium. Charlie D'Agata is in Paris this morning. Charlie, good morning.
Good morning. Well, we watched throughout this morning as this crowd of maybe 200 people is now swollen to several thousand, stretching down the length of the Champs-Élysées all the way up to the Arc de Triomphe. Every now and then, a group of rowdy demonstrators will try to burst out into the side streets and avenues, and they're met with a wall of riot police. When that happens, we've heard it ourselves, the riot police have been firing back with stun grenades and tear gas in order to disperse the crowd. Even so, this is relatively tame and contained to what they had here last week, where demonstrations descended into chaos and destruction. 400 people were arrested. In order to avoid that, they pumped up the number of security personnel to 89,000 in order to try to contain these crowds, not just here in Paris, but elsewhere throughout the country. Now, this all began when French President Emmanuel Macron introduced a fuel tax hike several weeks ago, and the demonstrations have just gotten bigger. He has since climbed down from that demand, but now this has gone too big. They say it's too little, it's too late. The people that we've seen here today are calling for the French president's resignation. We're expecting these crowds to build and perhaps get more violent throughout the day. For CBS This Morning, Saturday, Charlie D'Agata, Paris.